Good morning, children. So today we are going to discuss the limitations of Ohm's law, right? So limitations of Ohm's law that we study in Ohm's law, that V is proportional to I, provided that the physical conditions such as temperature, pressure, etc. remains constant. If we change that, Ohm's law is not going to be obeyed. Now we have so many examples in which Ohm's law is not obeyed. Although the Ohm's law is not obeyed, it does not makes them a poor conductor. They could be a good conductor, but the only difference is they will not follow a typical Ohm's law graph. The variation of V and I will not be a linear variation, right? So we have discussed that the graph for Ohm's law is, a standard graph for Ohm's law is like this. If you increase V, I increase, and we get a straight line graph in Ohm's law. So we are going to discuss some ohmic conductors that obey Ohm's law, and we are going to discuss some non-ohmic conductors or non-ohmic devices that do not obey Ohm's law, right? So first one I have taken copper sulfate solution with copper electrode. It's a very good conductor, and we get V and I relationship as a straight line. So this is a good ohmic behavior. It comes under ohmic conductors, right? For pure metal also we get a straight line. This could be related to pure metal. We get a straight line between V and I. But for all these conductors, even if we discuss about metallic conductors also obey Ohm's law for short range of current. For small amount of current they will obey. If you take same metallic conductors for higher current, they may not follow the standard graph of Vi. That is, variation will be there, right? So for higher currents, this is for metallic conductor but at higher current. So initially it will follow a straight line, but then it will start showing the non-ohmic behavior at higher currents. So if you are passing higher current, then it will not be a straight line and it will deviate from the straight line behavior, and this behavior is called as non-ohmic behavior. Similarly, there is a certain category of elements called as semiconductors, right? Semiconductors also, when we increase the potential difference, current goes on increasing, but the variation do not obey Ohm's law. Although current बढ़ाने के साथ, potential बढ़ाने के साथ साथ current will increase, लेकिन वो Ohm's law को obey नहीं करेंगे. So one such example is of PN junction diode. PN junction diode is a specially designed diode which is made up of semiconductors like silicon, like germanium. So when we observe the VI characteristics, so when we talk about semiconductors, VI graph, voltage current graph na bolke, we name them as VI characteristics. So what are the VI characteristics? See, with increase in VI is increasing, but this is a curve. V और I increase हो रहे हैं दोनों, but that will not be a straight line but a curve. It is a curve in positive direction. First quadrant में बनता है ये curve, and we name this as forward biasing. When voltage is reversed, current also get reversed, right? So we get a variation in V and I in third quadrant for opposite direction of voltage and for opposite direction of current. So we get this graph in third quadrant, and that is how the relation of V and I. See, it is also a very good conductor, but it will not obey Ohm's law. Hence it comes in the category of non-ohmic devices. Similarly, we take gallium arsenide. Gallium arsenide is a semiconductor used in the form of compound in many substances. All the LEDs, light emitting diode, that nowadays we are using, LEDs are called as a future of the technology. So all LEDs contain gallium arsenide, and when we check the graph between V and I for gallium arsenide, we see this type of variation. We have somewhat linear behavior initially, then we have a region which is non-linear, लेकिन V increase होने के साथ I पहले increase हुआ फिर decrease हुआ, and then it decreases further, and see again there is a perk, right? So this is the region where it shows negative resistance also, but it is a very good conductor and it is used in many devices. So gallium arsenide, PN junction diode and metallic conductors at higher current shows the behavior of non-ohmic conductors. They show the behavior of non-ohmic devices, right? V and I will change, but it will not follow the Ohm's law. So all these are the graphical variations of potential versus current for ohmic as well as non-ohmic behavior, right? Thank you, children.